Greetings from Elite English Academy. Dear friends, we are happy to launch a new online course for students who are studying MA English Literature in IGNOU, that is Indira Gandhi National Open University. In the last few months, a lot of students contacted us and requested to start a new course for MA English because many students who are working and who are the homemakers, they want to achieve something in life. As a part of this, they want to do MA English. After registration, they feel that they have lot of difficulties in pursuing the course. So at that time, they are badly in need of some guidance. So based on that, to help such students who are really interested but do not have the opportunity, Elite English Academy offers this new course for MA English students, especially who are studying in IGNOU. Before I introduce the course, first let me discuss some of the important difficulties faced by the students of distance education. First, there is no regular class. Actually, when a student goes to a college and studies, the students have the privilege of attending the classes and listening to the lectures every day, 5 hours, meeting the faculty members. All these things are creating a kind of atmosphere in which continuously the students can learn. Whereas in distance education, since there is no regular class, so people are not compelled to study every day. And also, though there are some contact programs, so people lack the experience of lack of classes. Second one, even if there are contact programs, some students say there is no contact program, just they go sign and come back. At the same time, even if there are contact programs in some places, they are not able to go on time, sit from the beginning till the end, and there is no learning atmosphere. The thing is, so one side the students are energetic, they want to pursue the course. At the same time, the structural procedure prevent them from pursuing the course in an effective manner. Next thing is difficulty in understanding. This is one of the major problems of the distance education students. Actually, most of the students have breaks. So if a student goes to college immediately after BA, the student may go to MA. So there will be a continuity in learning. But most of the students who pursue MA, so they immediately after UG, they go to job because of family situation. So at one point when they realize, okay, I have to do MA so that I can increase the level in my career. So when they take a decision at that time to pursue MA English, so almost they forget most of the things they have learned. Even they have forgotten the language level over there. So they find it very difficult to understand the materials provided by IGNOU. And even whenever they attend the contact programs, at that time they are not able to understand the things properly. So in spite of all these difficulties, when students with utmost care start reading the materials and start attending the classes, here and there they get doubt. So when they are not able to clarify the doubts, of course it is not possible in a distance education class when hundreds of students sit in a class. So when the students themselves are in a hurry to complete the course, so the thing is they are not able to clarify their doubts. So in education, the simple process is when a student gets the doubt, that means the students has started learning. If the doubt is clarified, that augment learnings. At the same time, if there is no one to clarify the doubt, at that point the education or learning will be stopped. So this is the crucial thing the students have to overcome. In spite of all these difficulties, when the students want to really learn something as part of the MA course, they do not have time. So the students who contacted us, most of them revealed that they are the earning members of the family, so they cannot avail leave. So though they have the passion for learning, they are not able to allot time or find time to study. So these are the difficulties that prevent the students who are pursuing MA English in the distance mode. The final thing is writing essays. Of course, the exam pattern, everything I'll be explaining. So, though they study, when they sit and write for the exams, because of lack of practice of writing, the students find it very difficult. Many students, in spite of pursuing the course for 2 or 3 years, whenever they attend the exam, since they do not have the ability to write, since they do not know how to write an essay, how to present a question answer properly in the exam, so they are not able to get the good scores, and many students, unfortunately, they fail in the examination. Now let me introduce the course structure found in IGNOU. So if you join IGNOU, there are 2 years. In the first year, 4 compulsory papers are available. So that is British poetry, specific pieces are given, and British drama, British novel, and aspects of language. So these are the 4 papers that are compulsory in the first year. So in the second year, so one paper is compulsory. That is literary theory and criticism. It covers a lot of things. Then they have given 15 different courses. Among them, you have to choose 3. So based on the expertise we have, so based on the less difficulty level of the subjects, we suggest 3 courses for MA English students in IGNOU. One is American literature, second one is Indian English literature, and third one is new literatures in English. In addition to that, there are some subjects that are relatively easy, like English studies in India. This course will be useful for net examination if you write. Then other than that, so there is Canadian literature also. You have got some input because you should have studied the pieces like surfacing. So it will be useful. So, but our suggestion would be the first 3 courses: American literature, English literature, new literatures, because some of the pieces found in these 3 papers you should have studied in your UG. Well, this is the course. As far as the question paper pattern is concerned, so there are 100 marks, in which first part consists of 4 different questions, 150 words. Each question carries 5 marks, totally 20. So it is called identifying the context. 2 or 3 lines are given. You have to identify the piece, and you have to say who said to whom, and you have to find out the context, and you have to give the explanation. So this particular part requires serious and close analysis of the text. Unless you listen to the lectures properly or study the original text, you cannot answer these questions. The remaining 4 are essay questions. 4 questions and 20 marks each, 450 words. So roughly 4 or 5 pages you have to write. So 1 or 2 questions they have internal choice of 10. So all questions have internal choice. So one thing is, so there is no objective type question. So that is one advantage for the students. So line by line reading may not be required. At the same time, if you want to tackle that context based questions, you have to have deep understanding. So regarding the essay writing, if you have the general view and overall understanding of the text, definitely you can score more than 60% of the marks. So this is the course structure of the MA English offered by IGNOU. Hope you have understood the course structure of MA English in IGNOU. So providing the context, how can we help the students who are studying in IGNOU through distance education? First, we provide individual video lessons for students. So there is a misconception, though it is an online course, the faculty member will not come online always. So the lessons are prepared by the faculty members, and the individual lessons will be available in the video form throughout the day 24 into 7. So whenever you want to study a particular subject, a particular lesson, you can access the material, that is the video lesson, and you can listen to the classes. The advantage is you can study at any time. For example, you may travel for a long time to reach your workplace. You may travel by bus or train or two-wheeler. So at that time, you can just have earphone and you can just start listening to the classes. So the very objective of video lessons is you should be able to access the course at any time at your convenience. Second, so we provide lessons based on IGNOU materials also. For example, if there is a novel, so there will be detailed chapter wise summary, right? So you will have some overall idea. But there are courses, for example, in the course, the first paper, it is not a individual pieces based question. So there we will completely depend on IGNOU materials. We'll condense the IGNOU material and give it in a simplified way through the video lessons so that you can listen to the lecture and take down notes and understand in a better way. Next one, the necessity of the medium of instruction. All the courses, all the lessons will be strictly only in English. There are two objectives. So most of the students who are not able to study properly, so the reason behind that is they do not have proficiency in English. So when a child is born in this world, the child knows nothing. But the child learns to speak and that language by listening to the parents and relatives. Similarly, if a person wants to improve the communication skills in English, that person should listen a lot. So here, since all the lessons are provided in English, when you start listening to the classes in English, definitely your English proficiency will improve. We conduct lot of courses for the students. One positive feedback given by the students is, so after listening to all the classes, all the lessons, I have started speaking in English. So that is the success story of Elite English Academy. So dear students, definitely at the beginning there will be some difficulty, initial inhibitions and difficulties to understand the lesson. At the same time, that is only for 1 week. After a week, because you have sufficient input in English, you have completed BA English, so you should have listened to so many news and watched sports commentaries, this and that. So you have sufficient English within you, but the thing is you might not have expressed it properly. So this is the place where you can listen to all the lessons in English. So it serves two purposes. One is you just improve your English. Another one is the important purpose why you join that course. You learn the lessons and it will be very useful for you to write the examination. Next one, doubt clarification. As I mentioned earlier, so when the doubt of the student is not clarified while learning, the learning will be stopped at that moment. So we have a doubt clarification platform in which all the students, especially the students who join our course, they can just put their doubts there. So our faculty members will get back to you with the right explanation, with the right clarification within 24 hours. So that will be the arrangement that we have made. So it will be very useful for the students, especially the students who are pursuing distance education. So this is the most important part, I would say. So ultimately, whether you understand the subject or not, so you have to write the essays in the exam. Based on your writing only, you will be assessed. You may have great knowledge. You should have understood the subject. But if you fail to express it in your writing, so you cannot get good marks. So we will provide two good essays in a simple language in the required length for each and every individual piece. I would say after listening to the class, if you just memorize those essays and if you reproduce them in the exam, definitely we can assure 60% of the marks minimum. I hope you get the point. So if you follow the classes properly and write well, even you can go beyond 70%. But if you are able to memorize the essays at least and reproduce it in the exam, so based on the context, see, just like that you cannot reproduce the essay, so we'll be providing some techniques for that. So based on that, if you reproduce, you will get away with 60% of marks. Then there will be sufficient input to face context based questions. So after every piece you can find some PDF materials available. So just you can note down all these things, and if you study you can face the first 5 questions easily. Then in addition to the materials provided, will give you model questions and past questions. So while going through all the past questions and our own model questions, you will get an idea how questions are asked in the examinations, and from the beginning you will be preparing towards that. Dear learners, we are going to give you some very basic writing techniques for our students. So the thing is, for example, you might have studied the drama Hamlet. You should have prepared an essay based on the summary. But a question may be asked in a different way, like why Hamlet behaves in this way. What is the reason for the procrastination of Hamlet? So just like that, you cannot write the summary over there. So you may have some material in your mind, but the first paragraph should establish the relevance between the question asked and the answer that you are going to provide. So we will give you some techniques like this so that you can present your answers in the most acceptable way so that you can get away with very good marks. When some of the students contacted us regarding this course, it was very painful to hear that they have been studying for 4 or 5 years still unable to complete. Dear friends, one assurance that we can give: if you join the course, if you stick to our plans and study properly, we assure you within 2 years we'll make you complete this course. Because when you have the right kind of material, when you have understood the course and take the examinations in the right way, definitely you can easily come out with 60% of the marks minimum. So dear friends, if you have any doubt regarding the course and what do we offer, feel free to call us at 6381458485. Thank you very much. All the very best for your career.